Yo, what's up, beautiful people? This is Nate here.
Yo, it's Cal Kev.
Okay, Lamar.
Yo, we are GamesMusicLyfe. We're back with a review today for this Vic Mensa project titled The Autobiography.
Yes.
So this is probably like his first really studio album, right?
I think it's his first official album.
Okay, first official. I know he had a bunch of, we reviewed his EP. We went over that one a little bit, and then he had a couple not really studio projects, but this is the first one Rock Nation is quoting as far as saying this is his first studio project.
Yeah.
Going into it, I was a little bit, hyped about it. Rock Nation, he's under Jay. Jay talks about him a lot. I guess him and Cole have been like his protege, so to say. But I was anticipating it. What about y'all?
I'm always looking forward to new music. I think that Vic Mensa has things that he does well, and then I think that there are things that he lacks a bit. So I was looking forward to this project, if nothing else, to see if there was any growth in the music, and that was really what I was looking forward to.
Gotcha.
For me, this was actually my introduction to Vic Mensa, so I was anticipating it for about a day. I found out it was coming out very shortly before it actually dropped, but based on this press run, it did pique my interest. I did go ahead and check it out.
That's what's up. Usually when guys start doing the press run with the Breakfast Club and Hot 97, all that stuff, we know that project is coming.
Yeah.
I definitely pinpointed it. Like I said, looking forward to it. I mean, getting into it, man, I thought it was a very solid project. He definitely, the songs, some of the songs that stood out to me, and the one, Wings with Pharrell and Saul, I thought that was pretty dope. Of course, Ty Dolla $ign, I'm a Ty Dolla $ign stan. I love that track as well. But overall, man, and the track with Weezer, like you were saying, Kay, before, about that one was pretty dope. But what stood out to me was like the production was real clean. To me, it was kind of shocking because he kind of was like a little bit on his rock star vibe, which I like the fact that I like to see people having more layers to their onion versus just being themselves, like trying to be the cliche-ish rapper. Just be yourself. I like that from talking to a lot of different subject matters and definitely just kind of spitting. The one critique I had on it, on the project, and we talked about this in our group chat, was like on some songs, it sounded like he was like reading from his phone. Like he was like reading the rhyme instead of just rapping it and feeling it. So it kind of came out that way. But I think over time he'll be able to get over that hurdle if that was what he was doing. And as I saw him talk on the Breakfast Club, maybe that's the way he talks. So maybe I'm being a little bit too hard on him. But I thought it was a very, very solid project though.
Okay. You want to go ahead and talk about it next, Kay? I'll let you have it.
I think it was a solid project, man. Overall, I'm not ready to give it an overall rating. I kind of need to sit down and literally look at this.
Nah, you got to give it a score.
If you had to score today, but you can do it at the end. Yeah, absolutely.
You can do it at the end.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the project was solid, man. That's the word I'll use for it. And for a debut, it was impressive, man. I feel like there was some risk taking on there. And there were some bars, man. The dude
he was
could spit.
He could rap.
He definitely gained the fan in me.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Okay.
Now, I've been listening to Mensa for a while, and I've been kind of hot and cold about Vic Mensa and his music. Now, one thing I will not deny about the kid, man, dude can rap. Like he can really rap his face off, man, and he doesn't slack with the bars. I definitely feel like he takes his time with it, or he wants to be genuine in what he's saying. The only thing I'll say about it is some of these songs that he makes, man. Like when I listen to a song like "Rolling Like a Stoner" and I hear that hook, man, it just sounds like pandering to me. Like I really don't like that, man. And he does this a lot, and these are the things I really don't like about his music. A lot of times, he makes music that it sounds like he's trying to make something bigger than what it actually is. It comes off as disingenuous. Like Rage on here, man. That sounds like it is just aiming for a soundtrack or trying to get that placement. I think about a song like Coffee and Cigarettes. Like it's just so immature that I'm like, what are you really doing here? What are we really coming across here? Who is this for exactly? Because I can't seem to place it. But then on the other side, like I get songs like Say I Didn't. Man, that was such a strong intro to this album, man. It had me so excited to listen to this. I really thought that he was turning another page. You got a song like Gorgeous, which I thought was another phenomenal track. I thought he really did his thing on there.
Shout out to Sid.
Shout out to Sid. That was one thing I will say about that track. I wish that Vic maybe would have took a step back and let Sid take kind of the floor for the hook on there. But I definitely thought on the verses, man, he held it down. Heaven on Earth, man, that storytelling was impeccable. Absolutely impeccable, man. Like it's the skit I thought was hilarious, man. The car cracker skit. I thought that was hilarious. But just him telling that story, talking to his dead homies, and then the dead homies talking back to him, man.
Yeah.
I thought that was very dope. So I can definitely see the creativity there. But for me, Vic Mensa kind of has to get out of his own way. Like I said, going back to that Gorgeous song, man. Why are you taking the lead vocals when you have a very talented singer on the hook with you.
Yeah.
Let her shine, man. Take a step back. I feel like he really wants to be kind of the Drake J. Cole hybrid, man, with doing the singing and the rapping.
That's what got me by surprise because he didn't do that before.
But I feel like you really don't need that.
That's a good perspective though, because it's like the Drake melody with the Cole content.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel like, man, he needs to kind of find that in his own way. I don't want to feel like I'm listening to the Drake J. Cole hybrid. I want to feel like I'm listening to Vic Mensa. And I still didn't feel like he quite reached that point on this album. Now, all that said, I still give credit where it's due. I felt like this was an improvement from There's a Lot Going On. He got out of his own way, and he really stepped it up with the bars. I just hope that maybe he'll take a step back or just learn, live, grow a little bit more and find his own sound and stop sounding so much like his contemporaries.
Okay.
With the highlights and the lowlights on here, I kind of felt like this was a middle of the road album. Scoring it out for me, man, I scored it out at a 75. It's not the worst album in the world, man. It's not the best thing in the world. I do feel like he can do better, though.
Okay. I gave it a 72. And it's kind of been like the consensus with a lot of artists that's coming out now. Like Jid, who was another just good, talented dude, but just didn't have his own sound. Yeah. He sounded like the guys that he might even look up to, or like you said, his contemporaries. But, I think that's kind of like a reoccurring theme right now. Maybe like they're trying to catch that rabbit. Just kind of just make music, just make what you make, sound like yourself. But yeah, so I gave it a 72. That's what I thought of it. Like you said, just
that's surprising. Yeah. That's surprising that I would be higher on it than you, because you were feeling that album earlier this week.
I was feeling it, but like I said, man, it's something with his voice that really kind of just stood out to me. Like he was reading. It literally sounded like he was reading his rhymes, and that's not saying he wasn't good music. I just wasn't feeling it all like crazily. Like I still went back and started listening to Thundercat, started listening to Sampha, other things and or Jay, stuff that stuck with me that was a little bit better than that. But I do appreciate the fact that he is from Chicago. He's speaking about the things that need to be talked about. That was one thing that took me by surprise. Was normally people from Chicago have so much struggle, so much hurt, so much pain going on there that they would just talk about that. And he did it, but in a tasteful way, in a different way. The track we had where he's rapping to his homies and his dead homies rapping back to him.
That felt so genuine.
Yeah, that was dope to me, man.
I hated when he sounded like he was just trying so hard on this album.
Right, but then he came back, like you said, with the whole I'm born like a stone. Like even that part was like, it was a little bit cringy, but I could appreciate the fact he took the chance on it.
Yeah.
I definitely can give him kudos for that. And I wasn't expecting that, because on this stuff that we had listened to before, he wasn't really on that vibe like that. He really was just trying to rap, but I can appreciate it. Yeah.
Got any final thoughts on that, Kay?
I think I can give I feel like most of my opinions are for song specific.
I feel you.
But overall, I do feel like the project was solid.
Okay.
I feel that.
Okay. So you're not ready to give it a score?
I wanted to, but I'm sitting here looking at the track list. I'm interested to see. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there.
Okay.
If we basically, so far as 3 out of 4 stars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 3.5. So I would say probably like an 80.
80.
Okay.
B minus. B.
Okay.
All right, I feel you.
Yeah, it's a passing score. Yeah,
there you go.
With that. I think I think going forward, for it to be his first project though, I kind of expected more. This album you're making all your life,
Rock Nation is coming with it, man.
They are. I think they got a plan behind it. I definitely do, because Hove is big on him. He is big on him, and Cole have been like his horses. So that's they got a lot of stake in this cat. So he's with Jay. He's gonna win. And one thing I like about him too, listening to his interviews, is like he was raised on hip hop. So if anything, he's gonna definitely give us that. And like I said, I love the fact he has little rock star jackets on. He doesn't fit the rapper mold. He just kind of just get out there and just doing him. So
yeah, there's a lot of talent there, man. He just gotta find a lane that's his own, man. I don't feel like he found it on this album per se, but I definitely I'll still be listening going forward.
Yeah. All right, man. So yeah, definitely. So let us know what you guys think. Was it too high, too low? Was any of us giving it a hard time? Let us know what you guys think. I know the Vic Mensa fans will come in and kill us because they don't think it's 100.
Hey, come on with it,
guess
man.
What? You're right. There's an opinion. You're right. So let us know what you guys think in the comments, man. But we'll definitely comment back on that. But I'm your residential gamer, Nadir.
Yo, it's Kev.
That's a cool guy out there. Yo, drink more water, people.